Alex Zdan, do you get a sense that perhaps the two leaders will be focusing more on points of convergences rather than points of differences or disagreement more?
Well, I see a great deal of similarity and connection between Donald Trump and Narendra Modi. I'm fascinated by the fact that the ambassador wants to go back in time. That's not where we are right now. This is not President Trump's first term, it's his second term. Relations between the United States and India and between Narendra Modi and Donald Trump have never been stronger. The economies between India and the United States are linked and they will prosper together. A strong India is good for America, and a strong America is good for India. And that's all the more vital as China continues to menace the Pacific Rim countries, as China continues to become bellicose and aggressive. This alliance between the United States and India, along with our vital partners in Japan, South Korea, and Australia, can safeguard the Pacific against the threat of communist China. This phone call is an incredibly encouraging sign. It's more warmth between the two leaders, which we expected, but I'm encouraged to see continue. And look, the US president typically, in his first overseas trip, visits either Mexico or Canada, our nearest neighbors. This is President Trump's second term. It's not his first term. I would advocate that President Trump, when he first leaves the United States, should go to India and meet with Narendra Modi in person rather than a visit to a place like China to continue to solidify the unbelievably productive coordination and cooperation between the United States and India.
Alex, that's actually a big statement coming in, that if it actually happens, what will it really mean, Dr. Karta, if Donald Trump indeed actually, when he steps out of US, India becomes his first destination?
It would be an incredibly encouraging sign for the future of India-US relations, which I believe will continue to be strong. And it would actually be something that is in coordination with the way President Trump sees the world. President Trump sees the world, sees the United States as moving away from Europe, away from that alliance in NATO, away, not turning its back, but moving further from the mode that we had during the Cold War, which was all about European-centered American military presence to confront the Soviet Union, which collapsed 35 years ago.
Alex Zdan, I'll give you the last word on the show tonight. We are seeing the number of Indian Americans in key role in the new administration of Donald Trump. And only recently, Elon Musk hosted Indian businessmen at his SpaceX in Texas, and he had called for greater India-US joint collaboration, trade collaboration in particular. Do you see all these being important voices who will shape the direction in which Trump will view particularly his trade ties with India?
The South Asian community in the United States is a growing and vibrant community, and I want the South Asian community to be involved and have a voice in both the Republican Party and in the affairs of this country going forward. It is a valuable voice, and I think it's welcome. In terms of the discussion we've just had, I'm expressing surprise, or want to express surprise, that people seem to be shocked that the leaders of a country want to put their country first. Narendra Modi wants to put India first, as he should. Donald Trump wants to put the United States first, as he should. It is the areas of cooperation and coordination that do overlap between the United States and India, and between Narendra Modi and Donald Trump, where prosperity will occur.